Met him at Staples, he worked UPS. He asked for my number and I was like, yes. We went on a date to an ice skating rink and it went really well. I'm like, I like him, I think. When he asked me out on a second date, I was like, oh my God, yeah, that would be great. He's like, I know a place with dinner and dancing. There's only one small problem. My car's in the shop. Can you pick me up? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Like you drove last time, it is only fair. So I drove to his house to pick him up. And when I got there, he was like a little fucked up. I'm like, no big deal. Like he just pre-gamed. We were going out drinking. So like, okay, whatever. He said, hey, can we pick up my friend? I'm like, weird. Why can we be picking up your friend? And he's like, it's a double date. No big deal, right? Yeah, that's no big deal. And then his phone starts ringing off the hook. And I'm like, why is your phone ringing? And he's like, don't worry about it. It's a girl from the gym. And I've never even dated her. Don't worry about it. So now we get to his friend's house and he gets out the car and I think he takes a pill, but I can't see that far. Then they both get inside and they start acting real weird. My date falls asleep and I'm like, bro, what did he take? And he's like, he didn't take anything. This is just how he is. And I'm like, wait, narcoleptic? Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand what's going on. So now I'm driving and I just wanna go home. So I text SOS to my sister at home and then she calls me and says she has an emergency so I can leave. So I drive a friend home and then I start driving him back to his house and now phone's still ringing and I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. Now I get to his house and I pull over and he starts to get out, but he's like utterly convinced that there's cigarettes in the car and there is no cigarettes in the car. I'm like, what is going on? And then I hear brakes screech next to me. I'm like, why? What is happening? The girl looks at me from the other car and she's like, are you fucking Lauren? I'm like, that's who I am. And she's like, you're on a date with my boyfriend. And I'm like, please take him, have him. I don't really want him. And then they get into a fight in my doorway and she pulls him out the way and I drive away and it was terrifying and I was scared and I wanted to go home and the whole thing only took an hour, but it felt like ages. And this is why you don't disclose until the third date because you don't even know if you like the guy or if the guy's crazy.